So the next Doctor's been announced, and pretty much immediately we find ourselves with a new tie-in video game. It might seem like a weirder concept than ballroom dancing for Daleks, but it's actually a mashup between Doctor Who and Top Trumps. We got onto the Wii to find out more. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why bother playing Top Trumps on a console when you can just buy the cards? We found ourselves wondering the exact same thing, but against all odds, Doctor Who Top Trumps, while shallow, is actually quite a fun little game. As long as you can accept the fact you're playing Top Trumps on the Wii, you'll find yourself sucked into some strangely fun gameplay. The normal card play format has been spruced up a bit, giving you a few power-ups and bonus cards that will boost your own statistics, or give you a sneaky advantage over the other player. The idea, for those of you who didn't have a childhood, is to beat your opponent's card by picking one category from your own and hoping that their corresponding figure has a lower value. Winning their cards gives you a bit more juice on the bars to the side of the screen and pushes you that bit closer to victory. While you don't get the satisfaction of wrapping your vanquished opponent's knuckles with a full deck of cards, winning is still surprisingly satisfying. The developers have gone with a cartoonish vibe to the character modelling, which frankly looks a bit budget, but overall the visuals are quite well styled and look pretty slick. As for the audio, it really depends how much you like the Doctor Who theme. Loads, you say? Good news, because you'll be hearing it a lot. Repetitive music aside, the sound effects are actually thoroughly satisfying, adding again to the sense that they've done a surprisingly good job on this game. The biggest letdown of Doctor Who Top Trumps is probably the storyline. With such a rich universe as this to play with, you'd expect to see a thoroughly involved plot, with lots of twists and the same kind of charming dialogue you get in the show. Bit of a misplaced expectation, that. The developers seem to be leaning a bit heavily on the character novelty keeping you entertained, which to be honest doesn't really cut the cheese. This aside, as long as you can accept the concept of the game, you'll find it's actually not a bad title. The final verdict then, detailed enough for most Doctor Who fans, well thought out enough to entertain kids for a few weeks. For what it is, Doctor Who Top Trumps is better than a kick in the teeth.